Hey, what's up, my little TisaTells? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Tia Mary, the dating pool is not going easy on you. But, baby, you are not deterred. You're also opening up a little bit more about what actual married life to Corey was like. And, baby, you basically just feel used and played, and you sacrificed all your dreams to help him with his career. And as soon as he got on, he literally then neglected you so much that you literally had to throw two fingers up and say y'all out. Y'all, let's get into this, because as much as everybody's like, oh my God, they're having an amicable divorce, let me remind you, no, they're not. Tia is taking the high road. You know, she got an image. She got a brand. Her products just got into Walmart. She ain't messing up that money getting into the mud with that ninja. But I will say this, right? You guys, sometimes just because people are smiling in each other's faces, you have to read the divorce documents to see what's going on. Tia said, baby, I'm not paying you alimony or child support, and you can see the kids 50-50, baby, legally and physically, which is a great spread. Corey came in and said, yeah, I'm not paying you spousal support either. However, his lawyer is fighting to have the whole prenup invalidated. The whole prenup they want invalidated. Does that sound like an amicable divorce? Does that sound like Tia's cool with that? I'm just saying, y'all, does that sound like it? So listen, you know Tia's always going to come with a nice, classy read. And this read is basically calling Corey an ungrateful bum. She's also admitting that she has been dating someone, but she hasn't been having that much luck. But that's cool, Tia, because the first person you date anyway during a breakup, it's just going to be a rebound anyway. So don't worry. That means you one step closer to getting your person. You know, that's why I don't date people fresh out of divorce. You will be the rebound person. Just like don't date them fresh after a breakup. You seem like the one until they're just like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to go see more people. But anyway, let me stop giving dating advice and actually get to this story. Okay, right? First, she talks about how her marriage to Corey was similar to her characters on her same character on the game. She said that the show came at a great time in her life because her character shared similarities to her in the relationship. Tia said, I graduated from college in 2003 with a psych degree, and I knew I didn't want to go in that direction. So I said, you know what? I have my degree, but I still want to act. I was like, this character is so me. She was my girlfriend that was there for her boyfriend at the time and supporting his career. And I was like, this is so me, because that's kind of where I was in my life. I was in a relationship and I was supporting this person, and I could provide personal experiences to this character. I was like, yeah, I can do this. Now, again, if you guys don't know what she's talking about, one, this is actually very skillful, because Tia's setting the narrative for the prenup not to be invalidated. So here's the thing. For the prenup to be invalidated, and this is just for legal, he would have to prove that Tia somehow stopped him from earning money, stopped him from his career, did not invest, and he was the one investing in Tia all that time. And now that she's made it, he wants his investment, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever, he wants it back in a dollar amount. That's what alimony is, basically saying, you invested in non-fungible ways, which is ways that are not directly related to money. They're a little bit intangible, but they definitely were an investment, and you wouldn't be where you were without me. Tia is blowing apart his whole defense for alimony by saying, oh, no. Not only did I invest in him, but I put my career on hold, passed up a lot of opportunities because I wanted him to get on. I invested in him greatly. But we all know, being an actor, just because you invest with someone doesn't mean you're going to get on. There is a little bit of luck about it. And sorry, Corey, you just didn't have that much luck. Again, Tia is playing that whole nice, nasty divorce thing very, very nicely. But let's get into this some more, because there's more juice, right? Fans familiar with Tia and Corey's love story know that when they met and started dating, she was already a successful actress and he was just starting his career. Corey didn't even have a car. Tia can be in court and be like, baby, you now drive in a Volvo, Datsun, whatever you drive. So, yeah, you got something out of this. He credited Tia for looking past his circumstances. That was a mistake. And giving him a chance over the years as part of the reason for his success. Now, here's the thing. Let me just clarify that. I do think it's a bad idea to date someone that is not on your level. Hear me out. one, men really do have a problem, a lot of them, when women are the financial, they are, or when they're not equal financially, because that's where men are socialized to get a lot of their esteem from. But let's also not forget this. When you invest in someone that's not where they should be, you also can't hold that against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, both people have to be like, okay, I am giving this freely and with all my heart. Not on the condition that you treat me good, not on the condition that you love me. No, I'm giving this to you and you receive also. It's something very emotionally complicated and most people just can't do that. But let's keep going, right? They said, let's see. Hold on, there's something in this. Oh, now here's the thing. Tia also said she's focusing on herself and her 2 children. She admitted to going on a few dates, right? But she said that dating's foreign with her. She said, I never dated before. I was only allowed to date at 18 years old. Who only allows somebody to date at 18 years old? Again, I'm not saying you have to be out there busting it open for everyone, but I do think that, like, exploring so you learn to let me tell you something. Everybody's story different, but do you think that if Tia had had any experience with men in a controlled situation, do you really think she would have fell for some guy on the bus stop? I'm being serious. Yeah, I know he was coming from but he wasn't even really paid for that movie. Stop thinking because y'all see somebody on the screen that they getting money. Seriously, he was standing on the bus stop for a reason. Anyway, she said, my mind is still that of an 18-year-old when it comes to dating. I don't know anything. Now, the weird thing is she actually followed that up and literally talked about how even though she doesn't know anything, she's still kind of putting herself in a box. In that whole thing, they were talking about why she doesn't have anybody in her DMs. And that's when she let it slip that she has kind of been dating someone. But it doesn't seem to be working out, right? So she said, okay, so the guy, he dove right into her being single and exploring her options. And she said, dating, I'm not, before she resorted to covering her mouth and nearly doubling over with laughter. Now, they're saying while it was hard to tell for certain, it seemed as though Grice managed to get Tia to admit to having dinner with at least one possible suitor. He was asking her about the date he's on, and he was like, did the man pick you up and tell you to come to the restaurant? Did you show up? Did you order lobster, steak, right? Tia was literally in deep thought, and then she lifted her head up and said, no. He said, well, what did you order? Fish fillet? So then she started giggling. She said, I don't like that word dating. Okay, she said, and so then they said, she said, Tia is a grown single woman who's having fun. Maybe that's the word you should use. This is what the co-host said. Now, they said Tia's facial expression made it evident that maybe even though that was a stretch, she said, yeah, but I don't even know what if I'm doing that. I never dated before. She also says that she's not on any dating apps, not Tinder, not Hinge, not Bumble. And she said, I'm not getting on no D apps. I'm sorry. You will not see my A. Now, I just want to tell Tia, girl, stop it. And this is the problem with Tia, how Corey was able to get you. Trying to fit into these roles of what a good girl is and bad girl. Listen, I'm not saying you got to get on the dating apps and show your ASS. But honestly, Tia, that's where everybody's meeting people. You don't have anybody in your circle. And there's plenty of people not on dating apps who are on dating apps that aren't showing their ASS. Again, I'm just saying, sometimes when you feed into that role of what a good woman is, you find people that can take advantage of you on the bus stop. Y'all receive what I'm saying, because the girlies that know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Again, you're keeping yourself in the box, but this is why you held on to Corey so long. You're liking narcissistic posts. You're doing this, you're doing that. You literally supported him as part of his career, and now he's trying to take even more money from you. But part of that is that he somehow got in your head of protecting this image of what a woman was instead of being your authentic, true self. She also said her DMs are closed because she can't receive messages. I understand that. She's been on TV forever. There's probably a million stalkers, right? Men and women trying to get down with Tia. But y'all, I think we can take away from this. This divorce is not, again, y'all could disagree with me, but I'm telling y'all, I know how this legal stuff works. This divorce is not amicable at all. Tia is keeping it cute, but she is cutting Corey off at the knees to make sure he don't get $1. And whoever Miss Mowry is seeing, you better let that girl order lobster and lock her down, because they don't make people like that anymore, especially girls that are still trying to be in their good girl era when they're 40. Doing TikToks and bodysuits while your 10-year-old shames them. Tia, if you don't go put some pants on, that's another thing. How is Tia talking about you're not going to see my ASS on the dating apps when you literally making TikToks and Instagram reels with no pants on? Girl, stop it. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.